Dennis, another big win for you. They keep coming 5 in a row now. Your team certainly delivering.
Yeah, that was a massive one today because obviously Worcester a real strong side. So when you look at the fixtures on paper, that was going to be one of our tough ones to try and get a result from. And they would have looked at it for them as a last chance saloon in a sense, you know, because they still had a game in hand over us. And if they'd have beat us today, they would have still had a little sniff themselves. So it was a real tough one to get out of the way.
Your goals at opposite ends of the game, 8 minutes and 88 minutes, and in between times you created and missed, and the goalkeeper saved a lot of other opportunities.
Yeah, it's one of them days where you just think we're going to get punished here for not taking our chances. But in saying that, you know, we've had good connections, but the goalkeeper's made 2 fantastic saves. So I don't really blame the forwards, obviously, because the goalkeeper done exceptionally well. But you just think he's going to come back and haunt you where you only 1-0 in front. But thankfully, we managed to put the game to bed late on.
And for a side as they are with so much height and physicality, it just takes one slip and you could find yourselves pegged back.
Yeah, I mean, the most important thing was pressing them as quickly as possible so the balls they put forward didn't have the quality on it to use their physical powers. So we just had to keep pressing them, so the boys have worked really hard to stop that, and consequently the balls that have come in haven't had that quality, and we've managed to keep them out of our box.
The 2 strikers, we talk about them every week, it seems to be Mark Jones, Dale Southwell. That's 21 of the last 27 goals that your team have scored they've got, and once again, what a partnership.
They deserve all the accolades. You know, if we go back to when Jonah came in, he wasn't fit, he hadn't played all season, it's took him 16 games to get a goal, but now look at him now, he's fit and strong. You know, I think he's got, that's 11 in the last 12 or 12 in the last 13, and Dale remarkably, I think he's only a couple away now from what Ricky Miller achieved with us last year, and Dale's only had 2 or 3 penalties maybe, and Ricky I think had about 11 or 12, so they've done unbelievably well. Kane's getting better and better every week, 2 centre-halves are looking strong, and if we can stay injury free, we look like we've got a good chance.
And 2 big calls today, 2 of your more consistent players over recent weeks, Grant Roberts and Nicky Walker, both on the bench. They'll obviously not be happy with that, but they've got to accept that it's a squad that plays the part, and the players that came in have performed.
Yeah, the bottom line is I've got 3 teams in my head for the 3 games against Worcester, Oxford and Tamworth. And today they're a big, strong physical side, so I thought, you know, Garnes would be better off in there than Grant today, so we went that way. You know, Shezza's, you know, obviously a physically strong lad as well, and with his intelligence and knowledge, I thought would help us today. But then next week against Oxford, it'll be a bit different, and then we've got to do something about the 2 games next week because Dale and Jonah are going week to week without training. They're playing on injuries, and I'm sure they won't be able to play in both games. So we've got to try and get through those 2 games, and we've got to pick 2 different teams.
And those 2 games that you mentioned, Chorley have had an extraordinary result against Tamworth today, so you're now above them. Chorley play Guiseley midweek as their game in hand, and in the meantime you've got Oxford away on Saturday, who are perhaps the most unpredictable team in the league.
yeah, they come thick and fast. I mean, you know, even Oxford are only 5 points behind us. It would be a real hard for them to make it, I would have thought, because obviously if we won 3, they've got to win 5 out of 5, and with the fixtures they've got to play, that would be a big ask. So, you know, I don't think they can quite make it, even if they beat us next week. But we've just got to go there with this belief and this momentum. We're playing fantastically well as a, not free-flowing football in a sense, but we look strong. We're not conceding, giving the team any opportunities. We look like we can score goals, and we look strong all over the pitch. So we won 5 on a spin, and it's no coincidence. We're doing the right things, so that the players should take a lot of credit for what they've done in the last 5 games, and they've got us in this fantastic position, and the spirit they've got in the group, you know, they'll pull us through. You know, I've got total faith and belief in these players. They're a great group, and they'll pull us through.